What's up, my peeps? Time for a brand new episode of WWE Mayhem, and in today's episode, as you can tell by the title, I want to talk about Create a Superstar and how I think it'd be a pretty cool feature, a pretty cool mode to add in to Mayhem, and I'm going to go over how I think it could work in the game. But first, they posted up a brand new Fastlane trailer, a teaser for the upcoming updates. Thing is though, if you're expecting any gameplay or preview as to new features, maybe new superstars, nothing of the sort is shown in the trailer. Unlike the Elimination Chamber trailer, which actually showed us, the Elimination Chamber structure before the update came out or the match came out, and we saw Roman Reigns jump off the Elimination Chamber pod and all of that. In this case, the trailer mainly consists of superstars, specifically SmackDown superstars, that are already in the game and are part of the Fastlane card, and then it says Conquer the Mega Mobile Mayhem. I don't think there's any hidden clues here, unless Mayhem stands for something, but I think that's being a bit too silly and looking into it a bit too much and trying to find something that's just not there. So I think this is just, trailer to hype up the update. Still looking forward to seeing what's new with the update. And as I said in the previous video, whenever they drop the news, letting us know, what's new in the Fastlane update, I'll make sure to let you guys know on video. Aside from that, in tonight's episode, you can look forward to a SmackDown loot opening, and that's why I'm going to go over and complete the SmackDown event, and also a premium loot opening. And here's the thing, I'm 100 4-star keys away from getting that 4-star loot case. So there is a possibility of me getting that 4-star loot case in this episode as long as I get 2 3-star duplicates in the SmackDown case and the premium case. But as you all know, the chances of that happening are pretty slim. Even getting just 1 would be pretty good, at least, judging by my past history with the SmackDown case and the premium case. Most of the time I tend to get 2 stars, but who knows, maybe my luck changes, maybe I get to 3 stars this time around. We'll find out a bit later once I complete this and get to the loot opening. And speaking of loot, I got the premium loot case in the first place because I actually played some story mode today, and I haven't played story in a long time. I haven't touched story since the last time you guys saw me play story, which was when the update dropped increasing, the story mode rewards. And for some odd reason, when I went to the title match, I didn't get any title offers, or offers basically offering me dumbbells and items and such. I didn't get that prior to the title match. So let me know in the comments section if you guys also experienced that before, which I thought was weird. Not sure if it's a bug or if it's because I started that season prior to the update that added in the offers in the first place. But anyways, offers aside, SmackDown aside, let's go ahead and talk about Create a Superstar. Now, while I'm talking about this, I'll likely show some All-Stars footage. All-Stars is one of my favorite WWE games of all time, and Mayhem kind of reminds me of All-Stars. When I first played Mayhem, I was like, yo, this really reminds me of All-Stars in the sense that it's really exaggerated. The superstars look cartoonish, just like All-Stars, and also the moves are really exaggerated, just like All-Stars was. So that's one of the things that first attracted me to Mayhem, and also the fact that it's pretty much the closest thing to, an actual WWE game on consoles, but on mobile. I know there was that WWE 2K game like years back, but, obviously that game isn't being supported anymore. So, yeah, back on topic, Create a Superstar. You'll likely see some footage from All-Stars Create a Superstar here, just to, show how maybe it could look like, just an example. Now, if this feature ever makes it to Mayhem, which I hope it does, although I don't think it's going to be anytime soon, I'm not expecting anything super complicated or a Create a Superstar mode just like the 2K games. No, I'm thinking about something pretty simple where you give, the player an option to pick maybe a body type out of like 5 body types or something like that, like a really muscular dude or a really skinny dude or a chubby dude or whatever. And then you also get to pick between a couple faces and, basic stuff that you see in basic create modes. And also some mask options and obviously some closing options. And then you could go ahead and pick your class, whether you want your superstar to be a wild card, a brawler, a powerhouse, or whatever class you want him to be. and then you could pick your moves, out of the moves that are currently in the game. So if you want to use Triple H's pedigree, you can do that. If you want to use Jinder Mahal's Kalash, you can do that. You can pick out any move you want, or any 2 moves you want as your signature moves from the ones that are currently in the game and are being used by the superstars, and also pick out your special moves from the ones that are currently being used in the game. And then when it comes to health and power, I think they can make it really simple, where every single created character has the same health and power. The exact same. Obviously, once you level up that superstar, rank him up, it increases, but as long as your superstar is the same level as another created superstar, then they've got the same level in power. So there is no, other created superstar out there that has more health and power than yours, but is at the same level. So that way it keeps it fair between created superstars. And speaking of fair, another thing that they'd have to do to make it balanced and fair for everybody is to go ahead and make it so the abilities and synergies can't be picked by the player. Make it so all players or all created characters have the exact same synergy and abilities, or you make it so it's random. You can't go ahead and pick out your synergies and abilities, especially when it comes to synergies, because let's be real here, if we could all pick out our synergies, chances are most of us would just go ahead and make it so, number one, the synergies are with superstars that we've already got. So let's say you've got, 4-star HBK and 3-star HBK and 2-star HBK. You would likely make it with all those superstars, or just, like I said, superstars that you've already got, and chances are everybody would go ahead and make it so they all stack. So that way you've got 15% more damage with the 4-star HBK, and the same thing, 15% more damage with the 2-star one and the 4-star one. And then it would just make it so the graded characters are a bit too OP. So by making it so the synergies are randomly generated, you kind of eliminate that issue. Or if you just make them all the same for all graded characters. And then finally, when it comes to the star, by the way, when it comes to all these changes and like this random synergies and all that, I'm just specifically talking about created characters here, not the normal superstars. I'm not talking about doing any changes in regards to that. So one last thing, when it comes to the star rating, what star would they be? Would they be a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star? I'm thinking something along the lines of maybe a toy class superstar. Maybe make them between, 1-star and 2-star, but with greater potential than a 3-star, just like the toy class superstars. Because if you make them 4 stars, then I think that's a bit too much. If you make them 3 stars, that could maybe work, but it would also make it so the people that are just starting off in the game, have it too easy to get a 3-star right off the bat. You just create a character and bam, there you go, you got a 3-star. So I'm thinking something like a toy class, or created class would work. Something in between a 1 and 2, but has greater potential than, did I say greater potential than a 3 earlier? I think I did, but I meant greater potential than a 2-star. But yeah, that about sums up this greatest superstar idea. In the comments section, let me know what you think of it. Would you like it? Do you not care for it? Whatever you think, let me know. And actually, one of the things that gave me the idea to make this video in the first place was a picture that Adish made on the Mayhem Facebook group. He made this custom deagle in Mayhem, and that sparked the idea of a creative superstar feature. I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe they could do that. So, thought I'd talk about it in this episode. Credits to Adish for making that picture right there. Alright, now it's Luke time. Now, after this, I've also got something else extra that I'm gonna do in regards to one of my 4-star superstars. Some of you can probably guess what that is. So let's go ahead and scroll to the important cases here, and as you can see, I've got a story case, actually 2 of them, and that's because, like I said earlier, I actually went through story mode just to get the keys for this premium loot case. Okay, so we're going to start it off with the premium case here. Now, obviously, I'm looking forward, or hoping that I get 2 3-stars, specifically 3-star duplicates, so I can get enough keys for that 4-star loot case. 3, 2, 1, I just tapped, and it's gonna land on a 2-star Finn. So yeah, we're not gonna get 2 3-stars. My best hope right now is to get at least 1 3-star duplicate. So the SmackDown case is my only hope now. So Overdrive level 5. Okay, so I got a couple Finn Balor's. And now moving on to the SmackDown case, which just aired a couple hours ago. And 3, 2, 1. tap, and it's gonna land on 2-star Sammy. So no 3-star at all in this episode, only 2 stars, and both of them duplicates. So duplicate Finn, duplicate Sammy, and Sammy goes into overdrive at level 6. Of course, for the rest of the loot cases, as always, we're just gonna go ahead and open them all. Now, I'm only like 25 keys away from a 2-star loot case. So, I'm pretty positive that once I open all, I'm gonna get enough for a 2-star loot case right now. Yeah, see, I got Kofi Kingston. He's a 1-star duplicate, so that's gonna give me some 2-star keys. Enough for a 2-star loot case. Alright, 50, perfect. So let's open up that 2-star case. This is the last case of this loot opening. 3, 2, 1, tap. Of course, it's gonna be a 2-star, but which one? Kalisto. I think I've got Kalisto. Yeah, I've got Kalisto. I wasn't sure if I had 3 or 2-star Kalisto, but I'm positive it's 2-star Kalisto. I actually don't think I've got 3-star Kalisto. Whoa, overdrive level 9. That's a lot of overdrives. Okay, so I'm done with the loot opening. The number of 4-star keys is still the same because we didn't get any duplicates. Actually, 925. Oh yeah, because I completed the SmackDown event and that gave me 25. Alright, so let's go to Superstars here, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and rank up Ric Flair. I've got enough tier 3 dumbbells now because I got an offer like a couple days ago. And let's go ahead and do this, man. Flair is going to get ranked up, and this is going to put Flair around the same level as Steve Austin, which is great for the 4-star tag teams. Let's go, rank him up. Well, that's going to take a lot of cash, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. And there you go. Ranked up. He's rank 3 now. Now, next up, I'm going to need some tier 4 to get him up to that next rank, which I still don't have. Alright, so I could go ahead and level him up right now, but that's gonna take a lot of energy and also a lot of cash. Okay, so I've got enough cash to do it, and it would take a lot of materials, level up materials to do it, but this is where he'd be at. 5,985 health and 567 power. Should I do it now? You know what, we're gonna do it now because hey, I need the extra points in the versus tag team, so let's go, man. Let's make Flair almost as strong as Steve Austin, but not quite. Over 76,000 cash, that puts us at 450,000. But hey, that's what the cash is for. That's what I use my cash for. The reason why I've got so much cash in the game is because most of the time I don't use it. I just save it for the 4 stars when it matters. The next 4-star that I rank up will be Austin, and then I'm going to go ahead and rank up Flair once again. So how does he compare to Austin? Let's check this out. I know Austin's got more power, but they've got the exact same health, I think, right? Yeah, exact same health, but Austin is better in terms of power. But let's not forget that Flair has a submission finisher, and I consider those great. So that is it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button down below, and with that said, I'm out, guys. See ya.